Hello guys and welcome to today's video. Yesterday Cal reminded me that I haven't made cooking videos for a while, and that's very true. So today we're doing a classic Swedish dish called Raggmunk. Something I also learned just now is that Raggmunk and fried pork is the regional dish of Östergötland where we live, since Motala is in the region Östergötland. So we're making raggmunk and fried pork today from scratch. Everything except the lingonberry jam. You could describe the raggmunk as a kind of pancake. It's a little bit thicker batter and it's made from potatoes, flour, milk, sometimes an egg, not always, but in this recipe we're using an egg, salt, and that's what you make the batter of. And then we have some pork that we're gonna slice up and fry, and you fry it like bacon but a little bit thicker. I don't know if you call it rimmed pork in English, but that's what it is. Raggmunk Fläsk. Let's dive into the dish, guys. We're gonna start by peeling 800 grams of potato. So 800 grams of potatoes, this is a little bit more just because we're gonna grate it, and that means that a little bit of it might fall away. So it's a little bit above 800 grams of potatoes. We'll put that away for now and we're gonna mix the batter. So the batter, we're gonna have 2 deciliters of flour, 1 teaspoon salt.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oopsie. No. I dropped the salt on the egg and crushed it. No. Okay guys, we have a slight problem. Lucky for us we have another egg, but I guess this is in the shot. I accidentally killed the egg by dropping the salt on it. Poor egg that doesn't get put to any use. Luckily this time no one cut themselves. It was just an egg that had to put its life to an end. Okay guys, after that accident, let's keep on going. We're gonna use 4 deciliters of milk, but we're just gonna put in a little bit of it first and then stir this together. Let's go with 2 deciliters at first. Then you want to stir this to an even batter. Like so. This looks pretty good. And then you're gonna want to add the extra egg that you planned all along together with the rest of the milk. There we go. So now we're gonna leave the other stuff for the time being and we're gonna start frying the pork. It's not cut up yet, so I'll have to cut this pork myself. Sometimes it comes cut up, but I chose to cut it myself. I prefer doing as much as possible myself when I'm cooking. After you've fried the pork, you want to save the fat that remains in the pan, because that's going to be used for the raggmunk later. So now we got some nice pork slices here. So now that we slice up these slices, it's ready to fry them. And it will never be as perfect as if they're store sliced or made by a machine, but that's fine. All these slices go in the pan, and then you save the fat for later when you're gonna fry the raggmunk. So now it's the potatoes' turn. These potatoes are now gonna be grated down into the batter that we did before. A little tip I have for grating stuff is that when it comes too close to your fingers, take a fork and just stick it in and do the last part with the fork, and then you'll only end up with this little piece left that you can't do so much with. You want the golden brown surface on them and a little bit more. Both me and Kat like our pork and bacon a little bit more fried, so that's my personal taste and that's what we're gonna do here. Now we just turn all the potatoes down to the batter. I think the pork is about done now. We take the pieces of pork that are done, like this one. This is what me and Kat like our pork to look like. Kinda. Right, Kat?
Yes.
So, since this pan's a little bit dirty now, we're just gonna take the fat and pour it into another pan. That should be enough. Together with this, you take some butter, and then you're gonna pour in about half a deciliter of this. And you also want to fry that until it gets golden brown surface on the underside, and then turn it. Do the same thing to the other side, and then it's done, just like a pancake. So guys, that's all there is to it. It looks pretty much like pancakes, but it isn't. I really like this dish. I don't make it so often, but I do recommend you to try it. It's very simple and it's very tasty. Kat, can you please sit down and taste test this? Is it all you hoped for?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Time to dig in. Ow! Okay, don't take the hottest one in the bunch. Tip from the chef, I guess. Until next time, guys, I hope you have a funny second day.